Hello everyone, I'm Tokoto, and here I am again doing another Walking Dead episode review on Season 7, Episode 7, Sing Me a Song. That's the name of the episode. And immediately when I heard the name of the episode, Sing Me a Song, I was like, oh, comics! A comic reference, which that reference is, Carl singing to Negan a little song. And yes, this episode was mainly about Coral and some other characters. It went actually into quite a few different short plots, with Michonne, who else? Rosita, Rick, and Aaron, and who else? Forgot. Break. Well, let's go ahead and talk about my thoughts on the episode. Negan was back in this episode, so yes, and he had a big part in this episode actually. And after watching him in this episode, I think he's more of an interesting character. In this episode, Carl and Jesus were heading to the sanctuary. Jesus got out of the truck. They were in the supply truck because at the end of episode 5, we saw Jesus and Carl in the back, in the cargo, not cargo, but where they took half the supplies from the top. So Jesus jumped out, and Carl tricked Jesus to think that Carl was going to jump out, but Carl didn't jump out. He instead stayed in there and waited until they actually got into the sanctuary and actually got a gun, and a machine gun actually. I think it was a machine gun, kind of AK-47, and he basically killed 2 of Negan's men, and he was like, step back. Yeah, he was step back. And Carl's telling him, you killed my friend, or friends if he's talking about Glenn and Abraham. But so they were mentioned again in this episode. It's always nice to hear the names of Glenn and Abraham. I don't think they were said in this episode. They said you killed my friend. That was all. But it was kind of cool seeing Carl going to the sanctuary. It's kind of different from the comics. I have not read the comic of what I don't really read the comics at all, but I've heard that it's pretty much whatever having Carl in the sanctuary pretty much happened in the episode. So it's kind of cool to see something you read it from a comic book and you see it on the on the small screen. So I think that's pretty interesting to see something like that. It's cool. It's it went beyond of its version basically. But we actually got to saw more of what life is like in the sanctuary, and we saw a guy getting his face burned off, the what's it called? I forgot. It's what you use to get the wrinkles out of your clothes. I just had it. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm serious. It is. I can't remember it right now. But basically, he burned a guy's face. What pretty much happened to Dwight. And I hope we get a flashback with Dwight getting his face burned because, when we saw him in Season 6, before he was, with Negan and the Saviors, later in the season. It was late in the season, but before, he was when he was trying to get away from the Saviors, he didn't have a burned face, and then the next time we saw him, he actually had a burned face, and people were like, the freak? But, yeah. So it was cool. It's how they had the guys. It was pretty brutal, but they didn't show the whole process. But basically, they showed when they took it off of him, and it was a skin was sticking to it. I can't remember what it's called. I feel so stupid because I am stupid. If I do remember it, I'll definitely say it. But yeah. What else? Yeah, Negan was very interesting in this episode. I think this was his second best episode by far. Maybe I'll change my mind over the mid-season finale. I mean, I'll probably change my mind throughout time if, better episodes are on. I mean, don't get me wrong, these episodes are good. It's just, it's kind of low, but if, all out war happens, yeah. I might just say, but, Yerp. What else? Yeah. when I saw Carl's eye when he took the bandage off, I was like, sweet Jesus. Yeah, it looks bad. Yeah, actually, it's really cool how much detail they put in it. Like, you can see the frame of the eye and the skull, but I wonder if they'll actually like heal up over it, or just be like a eyeless, socket. I mean, obviously Carl didn't actually get shot directly in the eye, because if he did, it probably went through the other side of his head, or he could have been dead. But no, what I heard is that it actually shot on the side of his eye, like right around here. So yeah, that pretty much destroyed his eye socket, or just his eye itself, and it destroyed like from the sides. I showed that, like, I saw the makeup, and I saw that as like the design of like the molding around here of his eye, and I thought it was pretty interesting. Because if he got actually shot in the eye, then that'd be brutal. He could have died. What else? Yeah, but like the scene with Carl singing a song to Negan, I was like, Negan's brutal, because he was saying to Carl like how ugly how ugly he thinks his eye is, and Carl was like, "Don't make fun of my eye," but it was kind of like, dang, that's screwed up, bro. Like, don't do that to good old Coral. But yeah, it was interesting. When I remember, like, later in the episode with Negan and Carl going to the sanctuary, and I remember seeing having Daryl, like saying to Negan, "Don't touch him." They're like, "No, don't touch him. Like, don't do anything that don't hurt him, anything like that." I was like, see, Daryl's always there for Carl. Since they know, Carl and Daryl know each other since the very beginning, even before Carl's known Daryl longer than Rick has, actually. Now I think about it more, yeah, because Rick was out for 2 months in the beginning of the series. The Daryl's been around since the beginning of the series, obviously. But yeah, so hopefully Daryl will get out of the sanctuary, because I feel like Daryl is, he's been silent for the past couple episodes, and actually for having him saying something in this episode, it was like, there's Daryl. He's coming back. It's like, I think it was kind of a hit, like, yeah, Daryl, he may be coming back. Which I thought was kind of cool. Saying, like, don't touch him, don't hurt him, or anything like that. And I remember when Olivia, like, when they got to Alexandria, how Olivia slapped Negan in the face. I was like, oh! Now, I don't think he'll kill a woman. If he did, sweet Christmas, that'd be brutal. But he didn't. He didn't kill Olivia. Maybe she'll die in the next episode, maybe. Because it is, it's in the air that someone is going to die in the next episode. And, yeah, it just shows, like, Negan's blood, and he actually gets shaved in the next episode. It's like, more accurate Negan. Yes, yeah, you guys get. I was gonna say something, but no need to say. But yes, the moment when I saw Negan go into Judith's room, and I was like, I had the same look on Carl's face. Like, I was like, oh my god. Now if Rick was there, he's like, don't you dare, you can do anything else, but you don't touch my daughter. Well, kind of daughter, Shane's daughter, I guess, but still, sweet Jesus. Now people are saying, like, oh, Judith's gonna die in the next episode. They kill off a baby. That would be screwed up. Real screwed up. Yeah, no, don't. AMC, if you're doing that, don't do it. Please don't. But, yeah, next episode's, seems pretty interesting of what's gonna happen. I think it's something big what happened, like last season with, Walker's getting inside Alexandria, but Negan's in Alexandria by himself, pretty much. I mean, he's got a few of his men with him, but what's gonna happen? Like, seriously. I mean, I thought something big would happen, but I guess it's saving for later this season. But I don't know what is there to come. Well, we'll just have to watch. We'll have to wait and see and watch, you know? That's what we gotta do. So, that's pretty much it for this episode review of The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 7. What do you guys think of this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up, give a thumbs down. It's your decision. Till then, I'm Tokoto, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.